Folks, welcome to Everything Pro Wrestling. Everything Pro Wrestling is a show by the fans. Wait for it. For the fans. And I am your host, Conrad Cushman. With me today, I got Rob, I got D. We are here to give a review of ESW Sky is the Limit. Gentlemen, we were at the show. It was a good time. But first, before we even give a review of the show, I have to say this. Make sure you guys buy a t-shirt. We have all of the links down below. Check us out. We are on TeePublic. Look for the Everything Pro Wrestling shirts. I am thankful for anyone who buys them. If you buy a shirt and you show it to me, you're at a wrestling event, a family event, whatever you're doing, I will retweet it, like it, even comment on it possibly. Same thing in the Facebook group. Also, make sure you guys check me out on Brainbuster Radio on Saturdays. We are starting this Monday, April 1st. Omega Luke kicks off Brainbuster Radio. So make sure you guys check him out. Subscribe to the podcast on whatever device you listen to it on. Podbean, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts. We're everywhere. Just make sure you click the subscribe button. But now, let's talk about ESW. And if you're in the live chat, make sure you're talking. We'll interact with you guys a little bit too. Rob's going to control this, not me.
All right, we're going to make this quick. First match we have out, these weren't on the actual stream that they had on Twitch. These are two like on-demand matches, I believe they called them. So our first match is Sebastian Suave versus Vinny Moon. Vinny Moon picks up the victory.
Vinny Moon wasn't bad in the matches. I mean, he was all right. We came in the middle of it when he was just getting on. I didn't know that they were going to have matches from the beginning. It said the doors opened at 5. There were already matches kind of happening when we were walking in.
I guess something to hold the people over until everybody got in.
Yeah, that was a decent match.
Not bad, not bad.
So after the match, Sebastian Suave attacks. Dakota Orion comes out makes the save. Hit a nice little combination. Moon hit a top rope code breaker into Orion with the GTS. Short and sweet, to the point. Decent
Match, yeah.
I don't really know the story behind it, but it was pretty fun from what we saw.
Yeah. Oh, my man RJ says Vinny is a good worker. Okay, RJ. I believe you on that one. Me and RJ were talking back and forth about possibly going to an event and meeting up one time. So we'll see what we can do about that, RJ. I got a super busy week coming up, so we'll see what happens, though, with that. What's the next match, Rob?
All right, next match, we have Gavin Glass versus Atticus Cogar. Atticus is out there with his manager. I didn't catch his name. Balding guy. Not well dressed, but it was
to a certain extent.
To a certain extent. He was JC Penny fresh.
There you go.
We'll call it that.
Peace.
GG.
Cogar gets the win. No real shenanigans. You know, the manager got up on a rope a couple times, but nothing too dirty.
That was pre-show as well, right?
That was also pre-show.
Yeah, pre-show.
Okay.
I really don't have too much to say about that. It was about 5 minutes.
It was
alright.
alright.
Got their stuff in.
Those pre-show matches are what they are. Like, they're just there to get people in the door, hold you over, give a guy a chance who normally doesn't get the opportunity to work on the main card all the time. So I get it.
Yeah, it was okay. You know, I get the whole shebang with it, but you know, it's one and done, so I appreciated that.
All right, once again, Atticus Cogar with the W. We move on to the main card. Opening match, we have the Empire State Wrestling Interstate Championship. Challenger Captain Nick Ando versus the champion Frankie Feathers, aka his Royal Freshness.
Frankie Feathers is a G for that.
Hold on now. Before we sell my man Nick short here, Captain was pretty nice.
Captain was nice.
Is it Ando?
Ando, yeah.
Nick Ando.
Nick Ando and Mr. Feathers, they definitely had some dope theme music that they came out to. They were true characters to the absolute point of entertainment. I really enjoyed both of them. I thought that they did an excellent job coming out there, getting the crowd into it, and I thought that this was a perfect opening match to kick off ESW Sky's the Limit. That's just me, though. I don't know how you guys felt.
No,
but
I agree, because the interaction between both of them, like, first of all, the gimmicks alone were just on point for me. How many times you gonna have someone come out there named Frankie Feathers or Captain Nick Ando? Come on.
My captain, your captain, the captain.
Exactly.
I like it, RJ.
If he would have pulled out the captain stance, that would have finished it.
Red Cup of Doom.
Boom.
So,
What'd you think, Rob?
I thought the match was fun. I just want to shout out both of these guys for their choice in entrance music.
Yes.
Yeah, Captain Nick Ando with "Things Can Only Get Better" by Howard Jones.
Yep.
Frankie Feathers with his rendition of
It's not unusual to be loved by anyone. Ba-da-da-da. If you guys show this to him, please, hopefully he laughed at that.
Shout out to Tom Jones.
Yes.
Hey,
Make me cry.
Right.
I wanna die.
Frankie Feathers retains. He had his what's his move called? Frankie Says Relax. It's basically his version of the Trouble in Paradise.
Yeah.
SOS. I'm sorry, but yeah, it was really good though. Very impressed by these two.
Match.
Perfect opening match.
It set the tone for the show.
Yeah, I agree.
What was next, Rob?
All right, next match we have the ESW Interstate Tag Team Championship. I don't even. This guy's name, okay.
Just say it. This name is so bad that you guys are gonna like.
Yo, it is terrible, but you cannot do anything but laugh at it.
Accompanied to the ring by Lady Lala, who I am familiar with from her work back in MFW with the Canadians. What were they called? Some Canadian stable. Jerk Cockins.
Yo, when we saw that pop up, a dude named Jerk Cockins on the card, dude. Who okayed that?
And his partner, I didn't catch his name, so I called him Tiny Shorts.
Yeah.
He had some very tiny shorts.
Yeah, he looked familiar too. Like I've seen him on other things.
He had some bronzer too.
he left that on the mat.
Yeah.
And they went up against Unstoppable, Valor and Sega. This was basically a squash match.
Oh, yeah.
Couple comedy spots in there. You know, Mr. Cockins got his little screaming.
Yeah,
he had gorilla press.
He had his scream, and then he had, what is it? What did he call it? Garland or...
Yeah, Garland.
He had his little garland wrapped around his waist, and he was using that as. I'll leave it at that.
It was a little sus, we'll say.
A little, I say more sus than a little.
They tried to get their stuff in, but this was a squash.
Definitely
Unstoppable, Unstoppable they stopped them.
Yeah, they crushed them pretty easily, but it was a fun match for what it was.
Definitely.
Then we had CJ's favorite wrestler, MJF.
Oh yeah, shout out to my good friend MJF.
Maxwell Jacob Friedman.
Yeah. I can't wait to see an AEW, buddy. Yeah.
Versus our boy Puff, Buffalo's own.
Yeah.
My man Puff is a G. I like Puff.
Yeah, Puff was the man. I'm glad to see that everybody from the Buffalo Brothers were okay. It was good to see each and every one of them, despite being in the car accident. I'm glad to see everybody recover. They're in good spirits. So shout out to them. I know I promoted it. I even donated to their cause. Happy for them. Hopefully they got all those medical bills paid. And it was good to see them perform.
Definitely.
But Puff is a fan favorite, and MJF is a straight. I don't even know what word to put into this.
Without I would say he's a dick.
Yeah,
he is a dick. He is a dick.
Better
in the best way though.
Yeah, no, he's a great heel, like 100%. And I know he said that this video doesn't matter. The opinion on it doesn't matter. Leave a like on it too, just to piss him off. MJF did great heel work throughout this match. I think he was the most hated man of the night.
Fan-freaking-tastic. You know, he got his shots in on our Buffalo Bills.
Weak.
He must be a Patriots fan.
Anyway.
Come on, man.
But yeah, Puff and MJF had a really good match. Fun back and forth. Told a great story of like the babyface trying to overcome the heel. They've had some comedy spots in there. It worked for what it was.
I'm surprised MJF kicked out of the avalanche splash spot.
You talking about when he was down and then he just splashed on top of him?
That's a lot of humanity coming down on you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Puff's he's no little Puff.
Nice.
I'll tell you that.
Speaking of little Puff, he got bashed in his little puffs.
Yeah.
That's how MJF picked up the victory. Low blow, right to the little puffins.
Yeah. Hey, it happens. You take
Oh.
that L.
Oh, Rob, we didn't even talk about why the pizza is on the thing.
Oh,
here.
we'll get there.
Oh,
We'll get
okay.
there.
You remind me about that. That pizza has a purpose for
Yes.
being on here.
Pay attention to that.
All right. So, okay, we get intermission after this. So let's talk about this pizza situation.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's handle that right now. Get
All
it
right.
out the way.
So here's what happened. Prior to the event even starting, this is when the pre-show matches are happening, hence why we didn't really get too deep into them. I went over and I decided I'm going to get a picture with the Lucha Bros. Shout out to my man Rob for allowing that to happen. And he was taking notes and everything else for me. We go over. I take my picture with the Lucha Bros. They're very cool. I was talking to them. I even mentioned my interview with Marty the Moth. They were very nice, very cool. A lot of people were lined up, so we didn't have a lot of time to waste. Even Rob got a picture with them himself. Shout out to Donnie, who got you a shirt, bro. You better be watching these videos. Also, we're sitting over there waiting. This place is packed, sold out. It's packed, and oh yeah, pull the shirt out.
Yeah.
He's pulling. Hold on, he's pulling the shirt out.
Check that out.
That is a dope Pentagon shirt. Blah.
It's for you, Donnie.
But when we're sitting over there, so we move over. Now the concession stands are over to the side like this, and we're all standing in front of here because guess what? There's nowhere to go, and there are no more seats.
Oh, we were sold out, by the way.
Oh yeah, we're sold out, but not enough seats for people to be seated. Now, my wife's with me. She's pregnant. So I'm not feeling this no seat stuff. So I'm standing there waiting, kind of just trying to look at the scene, see what's going on. While we're standing there in the middle of the match, this lady who is serving pizza, with all due respect to pizza ladies, because I respect my people who serve food and take care of us, clean up after us. I 100% respect that. But this bitch had the nerve to come up and then start talking about we need to move. Did you see the sign? You need to move. Whatever. There were some words exchanged, but it was like, I'm moving. Whatever, lady. You said your piece. I don't give a shit. Now, look, normally I'm a really nice guy, but when it's time to throw those hands, I'll throw the hands with you. I don't give a shit. So this lady wanted to exchange verbals, and I don't care. I'll say something back to you because who are you? So she yelled at us, cursed us out, whatever, like, you need to move. I said move. I said move. Now, if she would have came in with kindness and said, excuse me, guys, I know that you guys are trying to stand here, but can you guys just move over to the side? We just got some people we have to serve, whatever. I would have reacted totally different than the way she reacted. So if that's your grandma who was serving pizza at this ESW event,
Fuck her.
Fuck your grandma.
Fuck her.
yeah, 100%, because she was a bitch. I don't care what anybody says. Fuck that lady. And we're going to move on to talking about some of the other shit. But the lady serving pizza, tall, older lady, you're a bitch. Don't ever talk to people like that again. Oh, and the funny thing was, other people did it later on, and she didn't say a single word to them.
Not one.
Funny, right? But I don't give a shit. It doesn't matter. It didn't hurt the enjoyment of the event, but ESW, things to think about for the future for who's serving your food. She was rude, and it definitely caused a problem with the event a little bit. It left a sour taste in the beginning for me, but luckily the wrestling saved it.
Yeah, and it was just the fact that she didn't even come over and say excuse me. It was just right off the bat like, yo, can you move? It's like,
no, there wasn't even can you. It was just rude.
Yeah, it
but
was like, you guys got to move out of the way. We're trying to serve food. We get that. We're not trying to stand in the way, but we had no seats. We were trying to figure out where we could go. Yeah. But with your rude ass coming up trying to bully us and shit, that wasn't cool at all.
Anyway, fuck her. Let's move on. Back to the show. We come back. We have a street fight.
Oh, wait. You forgot one thing. The MJF interaction.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no, we didn't get... Oh, yeah.
Okay.
You
can't forget that, man. Come on.
All right. You can take that.
All right. MJF, nice guy. He decided to come out. Everyone's doing their little, got to sell the T-shirts, whatever. The shill, like I did in the beginning. I get it.
Shill.
That's right. So they're all out there selling their shirts, and MJF says, I'm charging $5 for a picture. Well,
normally they're free, but I hate Buffalo.
Yeah, whatever. That's part of his gimmick. And I'm seeing a lot of fuck MJF in the chat right now, so I can appreciate that. But MJF came up, and so I borrowed money for this. I had $20. I asked the guy, number one, he's putting all the money inside of his tights. So I don't even want change from that part of it.
Right.
And nobody else had change around me. So I'm like, all right, dude. And then he's like, listen, I don't have change. So you're going to get 5 pictures for that price. He gives me one. What was the first one with the middle finger?
Yeah.
He stuck up his middle finger in my face. Little did he know that I'm not gonna play that game and I'm gonna come back at you. So I gave him a couple of
got the double bird.
He got some of those. He got the double bird himself. Like, no offense to MJF. And then afterwards, I said, MJF, do you even know who I am? I said, I'm the guy who you talked about on Twitter, who you were doing the review with. And then he kind of gave me the wink and the nod, and he called me cue ball as well. MJF, you're a dick, but I look forward to seeing you in AEW. You're a great heel.
You're great at your job.
Yeah.
Shout out to you.
Spectacular.
All right, Rob, back to the show.
All
I'm
right.
sorry.
So we get back into the show. We have a street fight between Kevin Bennett and the Blade, Pepper Parks, a.k.a. Braxton Sutter of TNA, or Impact, whatever they're called now. This wasn't even a match. This was a fucking fight.
Yo, it's the match started off. The man threw a chair in somebody's face.
Man.
Like that's crazy. You don't even like acknowledge the crowd.
So like
nothing, dude. You come in the ring throwing a chair at somebody. That's crazy.
I think there was a collective oh shit in the room. As soon as that chair hit,
Yeah.
Pepper
Without a
Parks
doubt.
threw it.
Without a doubt, man.
I mean, this was just non-stop action. We ended up getting a cutter from Kevin Bennett onto Pepper Parks through the table on the outside of the ring.
Oh yeah.
They both made it back into the ring, stacking up chairs, like the old ECW spot. Not the whole where it rains down the chairs or whatever, but had about 6 or 7 chairs. They stacked them in the middle of the ring. Pepper Parks with a power bomb on the Kevin Bennett.
With
Kevin
a near
Bennett
fall.
Kicks out. I was shocked at that.
Yeah, I thought he was done after that one. That one was
final spot. We had a superplex from Kevin Bennett on the Pepper Parks onto the stack of chairs. Insane. Gets the 1, 2, 3. After the match is over, Kevin Bennett's taking off his wrist tape, helps Pepper Parks up. I guess he's going to go for a handshake. The Butcher comes out, Pepper Parks' partner. He forces a handshake between the two. I'm thinking, they're about to jump this kid, beat the hell out of him.
right.
Yeah, that was an interesting moment. You thought the Butcher was going to do something, but he forces a handshake and then leaves it there.
Monocle and all, so.
Yeah.
It was fun.
I enjoyed it. I thought it was a good match.
It was a good match. I definitely was thinking that the Butcher was gonna, pull a fast one on us. Like, all right, shake hands. Now
Then
we're gonna turn on you.
All right, we get to our next match. We have Anthony Gaines, Mr. Bananas himself,
It's bananas out here.
versus Cloud City's own Will Calrissian, accompanied by the Caesar.
You know what? Respect to Anthony Gaines, man.
Oh, the boy.
I didn't think he had it in him.
Looks
Honestly.
can be deceiving, man. This boy.
Yo,
Mm-hmm.
Anthony, you got something, bro.
What they're talking about was before we got into the show, he came outside and we didn't know if he was a fan or a wrestler. And I'm like, who is this kid talking? Well, we come back later on and we see that's the same kid, and those were his wrestling boots he was wearing outside.
right.
I'm like, oh, is he gonna be able to go? He went. He's the guy in the middle. He's in the middle of the poster right now, right where the EPW logo is. That kid is really good.
Yeah,
much respect to you, man. Fun match. It was what it was. I definitely think, who was his opponent?
Will Calrissian.
Yeah, Will caught some heat from the guys to the left of us. They were giving him a lot of shit. I was like, man, I don't know who he made mad.
On a side note,
He had as much heat as the pizza lady.
Yo, man. But on a side note, my man in the purple shirt, his laugh is crazy.
Oh, next to us in the fence.
Yo, crazy laugh, dude. Y'all had to be there for that one.
No, they were fun that side though.
Oh yeah, no, they were cool as hell. But my man's laugh though.
How did that match end, Rob?
Match ended in a DQ.
Oh, someone came out for a run-in.
I don't know the guy's name. He had a white hoodie on.
Oh.
I don't know. That match was kind of weak. I don't know. Something just wasn't clicking between the styles, I felt.
I feel like Anthony Gaines was a step ahead of Calrissian.
Yeah. I agree with that.
I don't know. He couldn't keep up, but
I think Cal was more of like, I'm gonna take my time with you.
Yeah.
Anthony was like, nah, we gotta push the pace. You know what I mean?
So 3-on-1 beatdown. They end up handcuffing Gaines. chair shot to the head. It's
Brutal,
A lot of unprotected chair shots in here. Haven't seen that in a while.
Yeah, that was brutal. RJ says Gaines is a good kid. I believe you, Arj.
Oh, he seems like a cool dude, man, but character complete opposite of what he was when he was outside.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay. The 3-on-1 beatdown, unprotected chair shots. They're going for like they're about to Pillmanize him. The unstoppable, yeah.
Good word.
They were gonna Pillmanize him.
Haven't used that in a long time.
The unstoppable comes back out, makes the save, chases off the heels.
Too bad, too sad. The usual.
Yeah.
Anthony Gaines did go after him, still handcuffed, but I mean, it is for what it's
the kid, he wasn't having it.
Yeah.
Respect to you. All right, we move on. Loser leaves ESW match. We had
this is the Oliver Street match.
Former Oliver Street Express. We have Andy C versus Randy P. This is a grudge match. I don't know the backstory behind this, but apparently they had some falling out and they weren't feeling each other. This is another one. I feel like Andy C was just a step ahead of Randy P.
Yeah.
Andy C was putting on.
Yeah, Andy C is really good. We got to hear kind of, the match happened. It was a little, I don't want to say, is it fair to say sloppy? I mean,
I wouldn't say sloppy. They were off a step.
Yeah.
It was a couple miscues that happened. You couldn't really cover them up, but it didn't really hinder away from the match.
Like, if you watch pro wrestling all the time, you'll notice, like, the little missteps, but they had chemistry, like, on the cross bodies and jumping off the top rope. He was catching them. It wasn't like it was bad, but it was fun for what it was.
See, they've been a tag team for a long time. I don't know how many times they've actually wrestled each other. Maybe it's just they're not used to each other's styles yet, but
yeah.
I don't know. Like, I had fun with this match because of the story behind it. Andy C picks up the win after a top rope facebuster into a base statement. Nice little transition he had there.
Yeah.
Gets a submission victory. We had a little curtain call moment afterwards.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're retiring or they're moving on to a different promotion or something, but they show respect to each other. Kevin Bennett comes out. They all had their little moment, say goodbye. Nice little moment. I liked it.
Much respect for that.
All right. We move on to our ESW Heavyweight Championship match. Big Time Bill Collier versus Brandon Thurston. Brandon Thurston is our reigning defending champion.
Brandon Thurston is he's a G in the wrestling ring, man. Very similar style to a Daniel Bryan, Finn Balor-esque. He's really good.
I was telling my sister when he came out, he kind of reminded me of a little angrier Austin Aries.
To me, he reminded me, I may not remember, but Nunzio back in WWF.
Yeah. I was thinking like Nunzio, Jamie Noble.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but he
was good, needy.
He was really good. And you know what? Let's not mess with Big Time too much.
Big Time was nice.
Bill's good, man. We've seen him before.
I've seen Bill a couple times over in Maximum Force Wrestling.
Yes.
Yeah,
MFW.
Big Time is nice.
Jesus De Leon with FBI, Kid Cash.
Yes.
All right.
I like the references, boys.
This is a nice back and forth match. It was a classic big man versus little man style.
David and Goliath, yeah.
I wouldn't necessarily say David and Goliath because I feel like Thurston controlled most of the match.
Yeah, Thurston definitely was chopping that tree down, as I was saying.
Nice psychology in this one.
Yeah.
Brandon Thurston gets the submission victory after Danny Garcia, I wouldn't say interference, he threw a drink in the ring, caused a little distraction.
He was being filmed the whole time. It started to become a distraction to some of the people on our side because Danny Garcia was on our side. And you can see, and you can see the camera in his face like they're filming something. And I'm like, okay, I get it. They're probably filming. And I'm looking at him like, oh, I think that's Danny Garcia. And he keeps like mouthing back and forth with Thurston while he has submissions locked on. And he throws a water bottle. Then he goes to the back with his crutches. Then all of a sudden,
oh no, we're not there yet.
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm jumping ahead.
Thurston got the victory for submission. It was a hammerlocks armbar type deal. I wasn't expecting Bill to tap out, but good match. I enjoyed it. Thurston gets on the mic. He thanks the crowd for coming out.
The patron of wrestling, or what is it?
Patron saint of pro wrestling. And CJ brought something up too. couldn't really tell who was the heel or the face in this match.
I was so confused, bro.
Yeah.
The crowd, so there were chants of like F you Thurston, so I'm like, oh, he must be the heel. But then he's being like polite on the mic afterwards, so I'm like, oh, so he's the baby face?
I don't know, those same guys that were chanting that were actually cheering for this guy too, so I don't know.
Yeah, and then Daniel Garcia comes out, and then you're like, wait a minute, who's the heel? Like, he's making Peyton Thurston out like he's the heel. So I don't get it.
Nah, it was confusing.
Right. So, patron saint of wrestling, or pro wrestling, he was pandering to the crowd. Danny Garcia comes back out on his crutches again, goes to get in the ring, drops the crutches and storms in the ring, gets right in his face, telling, what do you tell him?
You're only champion now because I'm not around, and long story short, ESW sold out.
Is it, you've been here for 15 years and this is the first time we had a sellout?
Yeah.
I made this corporation, basically, is what he's saying. You know, I mean,
I don't know. Danny Garcia was on fire.
Yeah.
That's
basically what he was saying. Like, it's like, this is my show. This is my everything.
Shoved the mic in his face. They went to go at it. The locker room clears out. I thought they came out kind of early because Thurston didn't really do much.
Right.
No.
Thurston was playing it cool, calm, and collected.
It was maybe like couple punches thrown in there, and then like everybody started clearing out. So Thurston didn't even get a chance to even do anything.
So the locker room clears out. They drag Garcia to the back. He makes his way back out to the ring, snatches the belt. I don't know if he's going to hit him with the belt. Locker room comes back out, grabs him, carries him to the back while he still has the belt. Thurston didn't move a muscle.
Shout out to my man in the security whose glasses got broke. I can completely sympathize with you, knowing how it is to get your glasses knocked off and you're trying to grab them and then everybody's still doing their thing. Shout out to you, brother. Sorry.
Those glasses probably got stumped.
Yeah, they were broke for sure.
Overall, good segment.
Yeah, I like it.
And it sets up something for the next show. Danny Garcia, he threw the crutches down, so I guess he's back.
Yeah, I can't wait to see that.
All right, we get to our main event.
The main event
this is what
of
sold,
the evening.
This is what sold the show to me.
This is why I wanted to go.
We have To Infinity and Beyond, Cheech and Colin Delaney versus...
Shout out to Colin Delaney. Colin Delaney was on the old WWE ECW, if you didn't know. Check him out. He's a young man there. He's a little bit older now, but Colin is still really good.
He's got a good look now, too.
Yeah. They had this like Zack Ryder type thing though a little bit, but I get it.
Buzz Lightyear on the shorts.
Yeah, I get it. Shout out to Toy Story. Can't wait for that movie.
Be crying like a baby when I see it. Okay, so we have Cheech and Colin Delaney versus the Lucha Bros.
Pentagon and Phoenix.
Man, this was short, sweet, to the point. They got all their shit in.
Yes.
Yeah.
Canadian. We saw the Canadian Destroyer. I thought Derek was gonna lose his shit.
Miedo.
First time seeing the Lucha Bros. Highly impressed. Shout outs to both of these boys because I never would have watched them ever. And then coming to this show and watching them in person, much
them boys
respect.
can go.
They can definitely go.
They call themselves the best tag team in the world. They have a rightful claim to that.
They do. There's a lot that they put on the table that can really stake that claim.
All right. Like I said, short, sweet, to the point. Match ends on a double stomp into a package pile driver on the Colin Delaney. And a tope suicida outside to Cheech from
Phoenix.
Ray Phoenix. Young Bucks over Lucha Bros. We'll see about that May 25th.
We shall see. I think the AAA tag titles are on the line in that match now, too.
It should be.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, like I said, this was just fun. Non-stop action. There was really no rest spots in there.
No.
They played to the crowd. Great.
This was a crisp match for the length of time that it was for.
This couldn't have gone more than 5-10 minutes.
No.
Yeah.
Not even 10 minutes.
No, because if it would have, I think it would have gotten sloppy after that.
Yeah, they were going so hard. I mean, you need a rest spot in there. Dude, this was just a great match, all in all. Like, if you ever get the chance to go see the Lucha Bros, highly recommend it.
I mean,
they were great.
You can't beat it for $15.
Yeah, and if you're local, make sure you check out ESW. ESW put on a great show, minus the pizza thing that I brought up. Other than that, dude, I really didn't have any problems with the show. I thought they did a really good job with this.
RJ says Revival over the Bucks and the Bros. Oh,
I disagree with you on that.
Whoa, hold on now, bro.
Hold on.
The Revival's nice. We're gonna get it. You know,
the Revival is nice, dude. I give them respect, but I can't say they're over the Bucks.
#FTR. Free the Revival.
Bro, no WrestleMania match. And speaking of that, later this week, guys, I will be dropping a podcast. All the links are in the description below.
Hey, Zeus, you need to chill, buddy.
Hold on.
Hype bros.
Never.
You're about to lose the mod status. But hold on. Well, Mojo is my boy, though.
You know how I feel.
Yeah. Well, this week I will be having podcast dropping. We will be doing NXT TakeOver this Tuesday at some point. Probably there won't be a SmackDown review this week, but this Tuesday we will have the preview for NXT TakeOver and WrestleMania. So it's going to be a long show, but hopefully you guys get a chance to check it out. I appreciate RJ and Jesus coming in here talking with us. We had some good insights on pro wrestling. I appreciate you boys. Boo this man. Me? Shout outs to MJF and the Lucha Bros. It really gave me an appreciation for what AEW is doing as well. I did go in there with an AEW shirt on. Shout out to my man Fowl, who commented on Instagram saying EPW to AEW. Knock it off, good sir. But
shit, they want to pay.
Yeah.
Hey,
I'm with it.
You need a podcast. Forget Conrad Thompson. Get the real Conrad.
There you go.
But yeah, overall, it was a. I can't even read this comment.
MJF is just such a good heel, man. Look at this.
Yo, there are so many MJF in the chat box. It is hilarious. But thank you guys so much for joining us. It's WrestleMania weekend. Like I said, content will be dropping constantly. You never know when I could go live. I may wind up just talking with some people. I may have something on Twitter. So make sure you're following me on Twitter at EPW Show. Subscribe to the YouTube channel if you guys have not checked it out. I could use all the local support from Buffalo, Rochester, Syracuse. I don't care where you're from, to be honest. If you're a wrestling fan, click subscribe. I want to provide the content for you that you guys deserve. And I'm trying to bring back stuff for the fans. There's a lot of commercial stuff out here today with wrestling. I am actually someone for the fans. I go to the shows. I am a fan. I promise you. With that being said, Rob, we got WrestleMania weekend coming up. Friday, NXT. Saturday, G1 Supercard. Sunday, WrestleMania. Monday, Mania after Raw. All that lunacy. Dude, I'm going to be tired. And we didn't even talk about SmackDown, Superstar Shakeup. We haven't gotten into any of that.
We're going to be busy.
Stay tuned to the channel. I see you, RJ. Thank you so much. Guys, make sure you check out RJ's podcast. Jesus De Leon, I appreciate you, bro. You are always in here doing the damn thing. This is Everything Pro Wrestling. We are out. Peace.